things are starting to take shape a little bit with the playoff picture. You're starting to be able to figure out a little bit more on potential matchups. You're maybe trying to manipulate the playoff simulator on ESPN to figure out the best case scenarios for everybody in the path.
The Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Ravens, and Chargers have all clinched.
Chargers win it, and they are in the postseason for the first time since 2018, and the first time in the young career of Justin Herbert.
A Miami win plus a Jets loss. Miami clinches the playoff berth.
It feels like it's a different era in the NFL now. That first 2 months of the season is just getting in place for the run.
Great job, O! Or block! Great job, O-line! Great job, Scoop!
The Jags, look, they're in the driver's seat in the AFC South. That last game against Tennessee to close out that division title in this one.
We know the Chiefs still have a chance at the number 1 seed in a huge game on Monday night between Cincinnati and Buffalo. And there's a very good chance that will decide whether or not the Chiefs really have a chance at getting the 1 seed.
Get your popcorn.
You always understand that, right now you're 1 game away from being in the 1 seed, so you put your best foot forward. You need to win all these games, and especially now with the new playoff scenario, there's only that 1 team that gets the bye, and there's definitely a lot to play for, and you're always looking and kind of making sure that the landscape still looks favorable.
This week, I think is another test, Kramer. Denver, as I said, they need to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They've lost 14 straight against Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has never lost to the Denver Broncos, and it would make their season. They've had a terrible season, a miserable season. They almost beat Kansas City and Denver.
A beautiful afternoon here to start the calendar year of 2023. The Chiefs against the Broncos in Week 17 of the NFL.
Hard to imagine we're in January with this weather. Happy New Year's to the world, baby.
Let's start with the Chiefs. They embody stability and excellence over the last 5 seasons. Still have a lot to play for. As you mentioned, the first-round bye and home field.
Lord, they for your families, your kids if you got them, the fans, each other. Just have fun. Love y'all, boys.
Full throttle today, baby. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos. Chiefs trying to get a 15th consecutive victory over their rivals.
Let's have a f***ing day! Offense, defense, special teams, have a f***ing day! Energy all day long, playing together. Let's go win a football game! Chiefs on 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
They can come out every time. Let's fly down that field. Stay outside. Play some ball today. Let's go. Hit one. 1, 2, 3. Hit one. Let's go.
Third and 5. Russell Wilson is in the shotgun. Center Graham Glasgow. And Wilson under pressure now. Ducks right. Throws it incomplete on the right side between the numbers and the hash.
I need every one of them.
Let's roll, baby. Let's roll. Let's roll. Big stop by the D right there. Let's get it going.
Just underway. The Broncos 3 and out in their first possession. And long count by Mahomes. Wants to throw it out of the shotgun.
Mahomes going to throw on 2nd and 7, and that one comes right back to him. Midfield, 45 and out of bounds.
And the Broncos got to go, what are you doing? As the pass was knocked down right back to Mahomes.
Sure, everybody works on that in practice.
A trio of receivers wide to the right side. Justin Watson in motion. Quick screen right side it goes to Sky Moore. Breaking tackles inside the 10. And Sky Moore spun down at the 5-yard line.
Pacheco to the 3. Pushing forward to the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown.
Outstanding job of blocking up front. This game, the tempo of this game, the momentum will be determined by the big guys up front.
Everybody got a little juice, huh? Oh, yeah. Everybody got a little bit of that. Get this on. Yeah.
Greg, the defense starting to come together. Last week, their most impressive game of the season. Chris Jones, Frank Clark, all over the field and harassed Geno Smith. This defense plays like they did last week. You're looking at a very dangerous team as you start the playoff.
Great job. That's a great job right there, man.
4 minutes, 40 seconds left in this first half. The Chiefs will get the ball coming out. for the third quarter. So this is 2 straight opportunities where you can move the ball, get the momentum, the energy back into the stadium, and put some points on the board.
Mahomes down the sideline. Hit his man right on the nose. Kadarius Toney.
How good is Jerick McKinnon?
Jerick McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon is the most underrated and undervalued player in the NFL.
Down the field to McKinnon at the 30, angling inside 25, breaks off a hit. At the 20, lowers the shoulder and hangs on to the ball down to the Bronco. 18-yard line.
I think Mahomes completely trusts him out the backfield.
You feel comfortable when he has the football in his hands because you know he's heading towards the end zone.
Snap to Mahomes, short roll, right, wide open, right side, McKinnon on the angle, right side, touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon, he has now set a National Football League record, most consecutive games with a touchdown reception by a running back.
We said it not so long ago. It's something McKinnon is used to this year.
Chicken Minnie's going crazy with the honey. Oh my
goodness. 13-10 Kansas City. Wilson, before they get the change set, is hit from behind, and the ball's out. It's free, and covered up by Karlaftis.
Ball.
What the call was?
Nasty.
That's low.
3 straight 3-and-outs in the third quarter for the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, and the Broncos have the game right where they want it. I mean, if they're thinking upset here with an interim coach, Jerry Rosburg, it's 5:34 to go in the third quarter. The Broncos have the ball and the lead.
Hey, keep rolling. Come on. Keep fighting your ass off.
You know, Frank Clark has gone in there a little bit, but they're going to have to start to come to life up front to give the offense a chance to get back in this game.
Coming around on the handoff, Kendall Hinton, and that doesn't work. Willie Gay making the tackle.
Nice. Let's go, boys. Touchdown right here. Let's go.
Turn me up, Turn. Let's go.
How can the Chiefs get something going offensively? They come on a quick screen near side. It goes to Sky Moore. He's at the 41.
That's a great play call here just to get Patrick Mahomes back and dialed in.
Mahomes with some time. Works the near sideline. Caught at the 20. Now peeling inside. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And now the Chiefs are up against this Bronco defense, which has been fantastic in the red zone. Mahomes will throw it over the middle. Wide open. Blake Bell reaching out. Rolling into the end zone. Are they going to give it to him? Touchdown! Kansas City! Blake Bell, first regular season touchdown of his 8-year career.
The Chiefs defense has to focus on is exactly what they were focusing on to start the game. Stay disciplined with all your keys.
Wilson throwing it, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 42-yard line by Jarius Sneed. And he's still on his feet. Getting up blockers to the 15 and down at about the 17-yard line.
Good job right here.
He peels to the left flat. Mahomes looks there. Outside throw to McKinnon. Touchdown! Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon is a touchdown machine. Mahomes is the second player in National Football League history to have 5,000 passing yards and 40 touchdowns in a single season. Chiefs 27, Broncos 24, a minute 35 to go in the game. 4th down and 2 for the Broncos. Snap to the right forearm of Russell Wilson, and he's going to be hit. Chris Jones got him in a bear hug.
And that's a New Year's dub, baby. Starting the year off right. Let's get it.
Kansas City's going to get this victory 27-24 over Denver. It is the 15th consecutive victory over the Denver Broncos.
We the Bronx! Bang! New Year's dog! New Year's dog! We won. Happy New Year!
These things are hard to get. I mean, they're a son of a gun. So my hat goes off to you for doing that. And we got another big one coming up here. So this schedule is kind of weird. Just hang with it here. We don't know if we're going to play Saturday or Sunday. We got to get through the Buffalo Cincinnati game tomorrow night before they make a decision on that. So what we're going to do is you're off.
News overnight. Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin in critical condition after collapsing on the field. All the players becoming very emotional. The Bills game with the Bengals postponed.
Thousands of people were in that stadium. The game was just in the first quarter when Hamlin suddenly and shockingly collapsed.
That scene last night was as scary as it's ever come in professional sports for me. I've never witnessed anything like that before. I don't think any of us have ever witnessed anything like that.
Well, just one basic human point here. Most teams in the league, if not all teams in the league, have their day off on Tuesday. So everybody was left to sit in their feelings yesterday as they watched the events unfold on Monday night surrounding Damar Hamlin. Today will be the first day back at work for all teams and all players. And on a day where you're supposed to be getting ready for Week 18 and all the playoff scenarios that exist, or the last game of the regular season in what should be a week of much anticipation, there is going to be a very strange feeling in every single building across the league, as there should be, as these players are going back to work, knowing that their thoughts and prayers are with Damar Hamlin. Going to be a very odd day across the National Football League.
I think it affects everyone in this league in a way where it really puts things in perspective. You go out there and you play a game that you love and you just enjoy it. You don't think about things like that happening. And I think the players, we have a good understanding of that, or hopefully you do. But I think you get caught up through a season of just how can I get myself better to win a game, instead of just taking it every single day and just taking it for what it is and it's not promised. And so it puts stuff in perspective for you, but you still come to the building and you just have a greater respect for the game and a greater respect for people around you because they're giving everything they have every single time.
There were some positive reports that came out. We're pulling that direction. You know, we're trying to take a positive outlook on it the best we can in this situation. And the fact that Damar's making some improvement, I think, is great. He's a strong kid. So, you know, I think, you know, we're pulling he pulls all the way through it. So.
All right. Thank you.
I think most of you know Rick. He is one of the most gregarious personalities I think a lot of us have ever been exposed to, but he is also widely known as one of the top athletic trainers in the NFL. And Rick's going to talk to us a little bit about what has happened in the last few days.
We all believe in my business that they saved his life and he's going to have a great outcome. And one of the reasons is he got care within 20 seconds of the injury. So I don't know how well you can see the team behind the team. They talk about 27 total game day medical staff on the field. That's a minimum. I told our team, I think your second safest place to be is in a stadium on game day other than the emergency room. I'll argue with anybody that has the best staff in the National Football League.
But with Rick, you not only got Rick, but you've got this staff or this conduit to awesome people. Julie Freimeyer and Tiffany Morton are two of the top athletic trainers. So's Evan Kraft. So is David Glover.
I'll start with David Glover, who's my longest standing employee and most loyal guy I know. Skill set has grown drastically since I've been here because he's eager to learn and wants to be the guy. The next person on the staff I hired when I got here, and that's Evan Kraft. I rely on him for our performance stuff. He's a very knowledgeable guy when it comes to recovery and performance, stuff like that. Then I hired Tiffany Morton. She's one of the first females to work in the National Football League. I consider her the first lady of athletic training because she's always on TV on ESPN, NFL Network. The NFL uses her as a figurehead for females in the profession. The last person I hired is Julie Freimeyer, who's got more education than probably anybody in the building. I will say this on record, she's the single best clinician I've ever been around, and that includes 36 years of athletic training, NATA Hall of Famers, pro football people, college athletic trainers. She's the single best clinician. I'm glad I have this very diverse staff. On my full-time staff, I have 2 women and 2 men in different nationalities and different backgrounds. I mean, I got to match up those things with the players.
There's a lot of different personalities just on our staff. Regardless of what we got coming out of that locker room, we got somebody that can fit with everybody in there.
But when you've got 5 of us and we all come from different backgrounds and different personalities, you're able to match up your guys a little bit better. And sometimes that's exactly what needs to happen.
And that's the art. So there's the science of sports medicine, that's the art of sports medicine. And sometimes I get it wrong. So 2013, when we got here, Kelsey gets hurt and start his rehab, and I'm treating him like his brother, and he and I are making 0 progress. And then it dawned on me that I wasn't the right person to rehabilitate Travis Kelsey, so I turned him over to David Glover, and they sailed.
As soon as you step on that,
they're going to feel us from the jump. Let's go.
Dominate right from the tip. You take the lead. They will follow your lead. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Take the lead.
Starts with me. I got you.
This week is the 10-year anniversary of Andy Reid becoming the new head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. But one of the first calls he made was to Rick Burkholder to try to get Rick to come.
We didn't know each other when I interviewed, and I wasn't really sure coming from the Steelers.
Negative, and so
I spent 4 or 5 hours with Coach, and I was like, I want to work for this guy.
Rick is here to talk to you about Brian Westbrook, and then he'll talk to you about McCoy and what happened today there.
All right, let's start with LaShawn.
And he and I have had some success, but we've also had some failures, and that's bonded us. I respect him as much as any man in the world. I treat him like that, and I think he respects me as well, and it works out very well.
The biggest thing I'm happy for, more important than the 1 seed, 2 seed, who has home field advantage, are the Chiefs going to be healthy heading into the postseason? Because if they need to get into a shootout with Buffalo again, that it's a 35-31 kind of game, do you have all the bullets in the chamber to fire back?
Julie, top tier, best in the business. I hate the treatment room, but she kind of give me to like it a little bit more. Yeah, you see what she's doing right now. She's getting in that ankle right there, trying to get a little pop.
The Chiefs are as healthy as anybody heading into the postseason. If we keep going down the road, there are multiple contenders of the ones we just mentioned that all have serious injuries.
Jerick comes in for our Friday routine of some trigger point dry needling.
Every Friday. Yeah, man, it's kind of, my Friday evenings, I'm hanging out up here trying to get the body back 100%, get it going for Sunday.
There is an insane amount of work that we put in to make sure that if there's a way that we can cover this guy to prevent them from being hurt, we absolutely would do that. And that's not just from an athletic training standpoint. That takes the whole building. Injury reduction or low injury rates, yeah, okay, fine. Some of it will be luck, but a lot of it is preparation. We are not sitting in the offseason not doing anything.
Once we get in the playoffs, it's like all hands on deck and let's roll. But we've done the last month and a half is set ourselves up for this run, which is where the money is. We make deposits so we can take the money out of the bank in January and February. And so we think we've deposited enough money into the system that we can make big withdrawals.
I think you approach the win or go home with a little bit of more urgency just because you know the nature of what it is. But from our standpoint, we try not to change what we do in the training room. If you're always giving your best, I always say you don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
As a sports world, we were all hanging on to any information or any communication that we could get about Damar's progress. To hear yesterday that he had an opportunity to wake up and he was responsive and he was able to ask who won the game, I think that was just exciting in itself.
We still lift up prayers for Buffalo safety Damar Hamlin in his recovery. but his life has been spared thanks to terrific professionals and, yes, a lot of prayer.
The one thing we do understand is family. We put differences aside, we put team alliances aside, allegiances, things that sometimes keep us divided, and we put all those things aside and we came together to watch this young man heal. So much good will come from what Damar Hamlin went through, and Monday night at about 10 o'clock, I didn't know if I'd ever say that.
But the no contest declared in Monday night's Bills-Bengals game has created a complicated and somewhat controversial matrix for the playoffs. Yet, this 2022 Chiefs team would be best to heed the words of the late Marty Schottenheimer and, yes, the late Al Davis, to focus and finish and just win, baby.
What better way to throw a party than right here in Vegas, man? We in the city that never sleeps, baby. We about to turn the hell up, man. Get with us, bro. We in Vegas, right? Yeah, now. Yeah. To finish this regular season out with a bang.
Play action fake. Mahomes with time. Guns it long.
Deep shot, left sideline.
Left caught Watson at the 20. Inside the 15. 10. 5. Stretching out. Ooh. Tackle just shy of the end zone. Ooh. Mahomes looks that way. Now moves to his left. Holds the ball, holds it. Now he's going to shovel it late. He's got McKinnon. Touchdown! Kansas City on a basketball shovel pass straight ahead to the amazing Jerick McKinnon.
That's his 9th receiving touchdown.
Just a fantastic play again.
You okay? You gotta die. You gotta die. Your legs all right? You good?
They fake a counter. Here comes a blitz. Stidham goes down at the 9. Justin Reed on a well-timed safety blitz will be a loss of 8 yards, officially back at the Raider 10. Stidham at his own goal line to throw. Unloads it with the right arm. One-on-one play. Far side intercepted at the 45-yard line. Coming over the top of the football. Juan Thornhill playing center field and gets the pick against Stidham.
Yeah, boy! Hell yeah! They are thinking it's going to be a jump ball, but Juan Thornhill comes out of nowhere to make the play. Get that boy, 2-2. Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Come on, boy! Let's go! Let's go! Right, he was running the O-box like this. Yeah, I baited him for crazy. I baited him, dog. I saw it the whole way. The whole way.
Ronald Jones II is in the backfield. They have McKinnon there. He goes in motion to a tight wing right. Ronald Jones II, blast behind left guard. Touchdown! Kansas City, the secret weapon. We've just been waiting to use him.
Outstanding, well drawn up. It's like they specifically dialed into the Raiders' tendencies, and now it's coming to fruition.
This offensive line, especially the interior three, as good as any in football.
The Raiders will go for it on 4th down and goal to go at the 2-yard line. Stidham brings a man in motion. Davante Adams coming to the near side. Jalen Watson on him. Stidham looking right, now being chased. He fires it late for the end zone. It's incomplete. And Jalen Watson.
Yeah, boy.
The Chiefs hold on downs.
Yeah.
Jalen Watson, outstanding play in man-to-man coverage against Davante Adams, the top receiver in the AFC, on 4th down and goal to go at the 2. So the Chiefs hold and preserve their 14-3 lead and threatening to score again.
I hope it's a run. Where are the circles? When? Early downs. Oh, they must trying to be. I trying to what we trying to do. Early downs count. Okay.
2nd down and 3.
Look at the huddle. Look at this.
I've never seen that before in my life.
And yeah, I know what they're going to do here. This is going to be a direct snap out of they do a spinning huddle. 2nd down and 3. They're going to run it on an option pitch to Tony. Now they come back to Tony rather on a throw from McKinnon. Tony breaks a tackle. Near side 5. Touchdown, Kansas City. Razzle-dazzle play, but a penalty flag thrown.
Holding. Offense number 52.
And a penalty's going to wipe out the touchdown.
Second down.
The Chiefs do this circle huddle. Then they break up on the ball real fast, so the defender's trying to find everybody. It's a direct snap to McKinnon. He fakes to Tony, pitches it back to Mahomes, who throws it back to Tony on a screen left. And they're going to say the Chiefs had a legal receiver downfield. It'll be second down for the Chiefs at the Raider 11-yard line.
No, we probably scope from you. This is our sweet spot.
Under center is Mahomes. They come on a jet sweep to Tony. At the 10 on the angle, breaks a tackle inside the 5. Near front pylon. Touchdown! Kansas City! It just took one more play, and the Chiefs run a jet sweep to KT, and Kadarius Toney with the touchdown, and the Chiefs lead 20-3.
We go from like that. Anywhere from 10 to 20 yards. Hey, great job, boy. Way to turn this ball player, dog. Ball player. Way to go, boys. Way to go, way to go. That's all hard right there. For sure. That's all hard right there.
An 11-play, 98-yard drive, perfect.
Everything's looked easy for Kansas City, both on offense and defense.
Here we go. Don't court before the
here we go. It's been great, bro.
This defense is just hitting its stride.
Let's do it, 3-5.
Jarrett Stidham threw an interception earlier in this game to Juan Thornhill, and he's been sacked twice. 1st and 10 in the 2-minute offense are the Raiders. Stidham takes the snap, retreating at the Raider logo, sacked at that Raider logo, right on the sword. George Karlaftis.
Okay, George. Now that's a celebration.
I mean, the internal pressure from this Chiefs defense is off the charts. Chris Jones just continues to hunt with great effort.
They've got 3rd and 27 here to the Raiders. Oh, the ball's out! It's picked up by Kansas City at the 30.
Karlaftis the clear recovery.
Open up, George!
Fumble recovery by Karlaftis, his second in as many weeks.
Yeah, George. Yeah, George. Experience, baby.
And the Chiefs will bring out Harrison Butker to try a long field goal to get unexpected points at the end of the half. A spinning kick that is up, and it is good! 44-yard field goal. The Chiefs get a fumble recovery at 9 seconds and a field goal at the buzzer. And Kansas City leads at halftime, 24-3.
Whew, here we go. 2 more quarters to be great.
And to get that 1 seed, Danon Hughes, Josh Klingler, and all of the Chiefs Kingdom, it's time to
put the hammer down.
Chiefs hang on to this win. They will be the 1 seed, and they will get a bye. Comes over the middle with a completion at the 7, and then immediate tackle. Great coverage.
Ooh. Hell yeah, boy.
Nick Bolton was there.
There's 1, Nick.
And Nick Bolton is close to a record.
3 more, Nick.
That's 12. I got 12. I got 12. 2 or 3. 3 more for the record. 2 more to top. 2 more to top. Woo, got 12. Me and Willie been praying on it all afternoon.
I just prayed for him. Hey, I just prayed for him.
Nick Bolton and Willie Gay, Andy Reid said they're the perfect combination. They play off of one another. This combination of linebackers right now, they are just on a fast track to greatness, I believe, because they have it all.
That's what I said. I missed 3 of them. I didn't miss them 3 of them. I would have had it.
3rd down goal to go at the 1 handoff. Pacheco blasts into the end zone. Touchdown! Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. Terrific blocking. He hands it now to Joe Tooney, who gets to spike the ball.
Yes! I need 3, D. I need 3. Don't get 3. I need 3. Get it quick. Yeah, I got it.
bootleg play, better play this time by Dunlap, forcing a short throw. And Nick Bolton gets another tackle.
Nick Bolton is all over the field during this drive. Multiple tackles again.
14. Got that bit? One more? Damn. I need one more. One more, baby. We need to get a finish up, get this done, man. I need one more.
6:37 to go in the regular season. So 3rd down and 10. Catch Renfro. And Renfro gets squeezed down and tackled by Nick Bolton. And late flags will be thrown on the play.
Face mask.
I didn't think I was going to get it because I got a face mask. But the face mask counts as a tackle. You just get a penalty, too. So I got that. Is that actually a thing? Yeah. Yeah, that's what he just said. That's what he said. The face mask after the tackle. 15 got it.
Real work on it, boy. Real work on it. Congratulations. Now introducing your new Kansas City Chiefs tackle leader in the season, Nicholas Bolton.
Get juiced up, baby.
Nick Bolton today set an all-time Kansas City Chiefs single-season record for total tackles in a season. Fabulous year for Nick Bolton.
The effort, the energy of this defense revolves around number 32 and the production and what he brings every single week.
Offense on the field for the Raiders on 4th and 21. Last call, Las Vegas. Stidham in trouble, wrapped up, taken down. Chris Jones has been a dominant force for the opening kickoff. 6th sack of the afternoon for Kansas City.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are going to go to 14-3 on the regular season. The Kansas City Chiefs are the 1 seed in the AFC playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs will receive a bye.
Hey, it don't surprise nobody, does it? Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. We in that thing. Walk in your trap, take over your trap. Walk in your trap, take over your trap. Yeah.
Man alive. How about those Chiefs? All right. Hey, great job. Proud of you guys, man.
Hey.
On, baby.
Hey. Enjoy it. Enjoy the plane ride home. We come in this next week, get better. Have the final goal in mind. Like Trav said, 3 more. But that starts with 1. Now y'all can turn it up. Let's go Chiefs on 3, 1, 2, 3. Chiefs! Turn that!